Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Only one man can convince Roman Reigns to bring Sami Zayn back to the Bloodline. In the ever-evolving drama of WWE, few stories have captured the fans' hearts as much as the rise and fall of Sami Zayn within the Bloodline. Once considered an outsider, Sami Zayn warmed his way into the group and proved himself an integral part of Roman Reigns' dominant faction. However, the high of being part of the honorary use quickly turned to heartbreak when Zayn was betrayed and expelled by none other than the tribal chief himself. The emotional fallout from this betrayal sent shockwaves throughout WWE, with fans still wondering whether Zayn could ever return to the fold. While Zayn's departure has left a noticeable hole in the Bloodline dynamic, many believe that there's only one person capable of bridging the gap between Zayn and Roman Reigns, someone who could persuade the tribal chief to allow Sami Zayn back into his inner circle. That person is none other than Paul Heyman, the wise, manipulative advocate for Roman Reigns. Here's why Paul Heyman is the key to the door that could bring Sami Zayn back into the fold, and how he could weave his unique brand of persuasion to make it happen. First and foremost, Paul Heyman's influence over Roman Reigns is a well-established aspect of WWE programming. Since Reigns' turn to the dark side, Heyman has been the guiding force behind his meteoric rise as the head of the table. Their bond, though one of professional convenience, has grown into something more intricate. Heyman has been the mastermind behind Reigns' reign of dominance, and his ability to read and manipulate the landscape of WWE is unmatched. Heyman's intellect and understanding of the wrestling world go far beyond his time as an advocate. He is a master strategist, always thinking several steps ahead. This is why, despite the animosity and betrayal Zayn faced from Reigns, Heyman may still see Sami Zayn as a valuable asset to the Bloodline, an asset that could benefit Roman Reigns' reign in ways that only Paul Heyman can see. While Zayn may have failed to maintain the trust of the tribal chief in the past, Heyman's long-term vision could lead him to believe that bringing Zayn back could further solidify Roman's grip on the WWE Universe. One of Heyman's most well-known talents is his ability to persuade others, often turning enemies into allies or neutralizing potential threats with nothing more than his words. Over the years, he's used his silver tongue to manipulate some of the greatest minds in WWE, including Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and of course, Roman Reigns. With a track record like that, it's not hard to imagine Heyman using his skills to make a compelling case to Roman Reigns about why Sami Zayn should be brought back into the fold. Heyman understands the human psyche better than most. He's not only adept at reading people, but also at understanding the intricacies of power dynamics within WWE. The Bloodline, with its familial ties and history, has been a source of unmatched dominance. However, every faction has its vulnerabilities, and Sami Zayn's departure may have opened a crack in the foundation of the Bloodline. Heyman could argue to Roman that Zayn's return would mend that rift, strengthening the group by showing the world that the Bloodline is unbreakable, even after the deepest betrayals. But Heyman's persuasion would need to be masterful. He would have to play to Roman's ego and pride, convincing him that bringing back Zayn wouldn't be a sign of weakness, but rather a bold statement of power and unity. Roman Reigns has always been about maintaining control, and in Heyman's eyes, allowing Zayn to return could help solidify that control in a way that's never been done before. By manipulating the situation into something that benefits Roman's stature, Heyman could present Zayn not as a liability, but as an asset, someone who could help protect Roman's reign while taking the Bloodline's legacy to new heights. It's important to remember that Sami Zayn is no ordinary wrestler. His journey through WWE has been anything but predictable, and he's proven himself to be one of the most captivating, versatile, and likable characters in modern wrestling. While he may have been betrayed by Roman Reigns, Zayn's history with the Bloodline has made him a familiar and, in many ways, a beloved figure. His character arc, which once saw him as a hopeful honorary use, transformed into one of the most complex storylines in recent WWE memory. Zayn's return to the Bloodline wouldn't just be a wrestling storyline. It would be a redemption arc, a chance for him to reclaim his place in the faction. The narrative of Zayn's return is fraught with tension, betrayal, and uncertainty. But this uncertainty could be exactly what the Bloodline needs. In his absence, the Bloodline has continued to reign supreme, but there is a crack in the facade that Zayn's return could fill. Sami's experience within the faction and his prior knowledge of its inner workings could make him a formidable ally once again. But for Roman Reigns to consider Zayn's return, he would need to feel that it benefits him, both in the long term and in terms of his ego. Zayn's past antics, such as his comedy gold moments and his vulnerability, could be seen as liabilities, but they also showcased his resilience and adaptability. Roman Reigns, despite his tough exterior, has moments where his pride and ego could make him question whether Zayn is worth the risk. This is where Paul Heyman's influence becomes crucial. The beauty of Paul Heyman's tactics lies in his ability to play both sides of any situation. He doesn't just take a hard stance. He manipulates situations to his benefit. In this case, Heyman could very well play the part of the mediator, offering both Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn a way forward. He could present Zayn's return as a calculated risk, one that offers rewards far greater than the potential consequences. Heyman's pitch would likely involve pointing out how Zayn's return could unite the Bloodline once again, bolstering Roman's already impressive dominance. Zayn could serve as an emotional anchor for Roman, someone who understands his trials and tribulations in a way that no one else can. Furthermore, Heyman could stress that Zayn's return would only increase the tension within the Bloodline, setting up even more compelling storylines and matches, leading to an even more iconic reign for Roman. In true Heyman fashion, he would also address the fears and reservations Roman may have, using his exceptional manipulative skills to dissolve them. He could spin Zayn's past mistakes as part of the grand design, suggesting that everything that happened, the betrayal, the expulsion, was part of a grander scheme that will ultimately serve to strengthen Roman's position as the top star in WWE. It's all about framing the story, and Heyman knows how to tell a story like no one else. At the end of the day, it would be Paul Heyman's ability to see the bigger picture and to manipulate the egos involved that would convince Roman Reigns to bring Sami Zayn back into the Bloodline. Heyman's persuasive words could help Roman see the potential for a more unified and powerful faction. By playing to Roman's desire for control and dominance, and Zayn's proven worth in the group, Heyman could guide the Bloodline into an even greater chapter, filled with new possibilities and drama. Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn's story is one of redemption, betrayal, and family. And with the masterful influence of Paul Heyman, that story may very well continue with Zayn reclaiming his place in the Bloodline. The question now is not whether Zayn can return, but rather will Heyman's silver tongue be enough to convince Roman Reigns that bringing Sami Zayn back is the right choice for the Bloodline's future.